Are you tired of the daily grind, exhausted from working for someone else's dream? You're not alone. Millions of people feel trapped in the rat race, but there's a way out. It's called the Cashflow Quadrant, a powerful concept developed by Robert Kiyosaki. In this video, we're diving deep into Kiyosaki's Cashflow Quadrant, exploring the 4 different paths to financial freedom. We'll break down each quadrant, understand its advantages and disadvantages, and most importantly, show you how to transition to the investor side and achieve true financial independence. So let's start with the first quadrant, the employee. This is the most common path that people take in their professional lives. It's the traditional route that society often encourages us to follow from a young age. You go to school, get good grades, and then find a stable job. But what does it really mean to be an employee? This is where most people find themselves, trading their time for money. You clock in, do your tasks, and clock out. Your paycheck is a direct result of the hours you put in. It's a straightforward exchange, but it has its limitations. Think about it. You wake up to an alarm, commute to a job you might not even like, answer to a boss, and work within a system you don't control. Your daily routine becomes a cycle that can feel monotonous and unfulfilling. You might find yourself wondering if there's more to life than this. Sound familiar? Many people can relate to this feeling of being stuck in a rut. It's a common experience, but it's important to recognize that it's not the only option available to you. The employee quadrant offers stability and security, but it comes at a cost. You have a steady income and benefits like health insurance and retirement plans, which can provide peace of mind. However, this stability often comes with a trade-off. Your income is limited by the hours you work, and let's be honest, your boss isn't likely to hand out massive raises every year. You're essentially capped in terms of how much you can earn, no matter how hard you work or how much effort you put in. Plus, you're always one unexpected layoff away from financial uncertainty. The job market can be unpredictable, and even the most secure positions can be vulnerable to economic downturns or company restructuring. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with being an employee, especially when you're starting out. It's a great way to gain experience, build your skills, and establish a professional network. Many people find fulfillment and satisfaction in their careers as employees. But if you're dreaming of financial freedom, relying solely on a job won't get you there. Financial freedom means having the ability to make choices without being constrained by financial limitations. It means having the time and resources to pursue your passions and interests. You need to start thinking differently, and that's where the other quadrants come in. By exploring alternative paths, such as becoming a business owner or investor, you can create multiple streams of income and build wealth over time. It's about taking control of your financial future and designing a life that aligns with your goals and values. Now let's move on to the self-employed quadrant, often mistaken as the escape route from the employee quadrant. Many people dream of breaking free from the traditional 9-to-5 grind, envisioning a life where they call the shots and reap the rewards of their hard work. The allure of being your own boss is strong, and it's easy to see why so many are drawn to this path. This is where you're your own boss. Doctors, lawyers, consultants, freelancers, you name it. These professionals have the autonomy to set their own schedules, choose their clients, and dictate the terms of their work. The freedom to make decisions without needing approval from higher-ups can be incredibly empowering. You have more control over your time and potentially higher earning potential. The flexibility to work when and where you want can lead to a better work-life balance, and the possibility of earning more than a traditional salary is a significant draw. Imagine being able to take a midday break to enjoy a hobby or spend time with family, all while knowing that your income isn't capped by a fixed salary. Sounds tempting, right? But here's the catch. In the self-employed quadrant, you often end up trading one job for another, just without the benefits. The reality is that being self-employed can be just as demanding, if not more so, than working for someone else. The pressure to constantly find new clients, manage your own finances, and stay ahead of industry trends can be overwhelming. You're still trading time for money, and your income is directly tied to your effort. Unlike a salaried position where you get paid regardless of how productive you are on any given day, self-employment means that if you're not working, you're not earning. This can lead to long hours and a blurring of the lines between work and personal life. Get sick? Take a vacation? Your income takes a hit. Without the safety net of paid sick leave or vacation days, any time away from work directly impacts your earnings. This can make it difficult to truly disconnect and recharge, as the financial pressure is always looming. Plus, You're responsible for everything: finding clients, managing expenses, and navigating the ever-changing market. The administrative burden of running your own business can be substantial, and it requires a diverse skill set that goes beyond your core professional expertise. Marketing, accounting, and customer service all become part of your daily responsibilities. It takes a special kind of dedication and hustle, but it still might not lead to the financial freedom you crave. The dream of being self-employed often comes with the harsh reality of hard work and uncertainty. While it can be rewarding, it's important to go in with your eyes open and understand that this path, like any other, has its own set of challenges and trade-offs. Chapter 3. Business owner, building an empire, not just a job. Now this is where things get interesting. As a business owner, you're stepping into a role that goes beyond just having a job or running a small operation. You're entering a realm where your vision, leadership, and strategic thinking can transform an idea into a thriving enterprise. The business owner quadrant is where you shift from working in your business to working on your business. This means you're not just handling day-to-day tasks, but are focusing on the bigger picture. You're setting goals, planning for growth, and making decisions that will shape the future of your company. You're no longer a solo act. You're building a system, a team, and an asset that generates income even without your constant involvement. This involves hiring the right people, creating efficient processes, and establishing a company culture that aligns with your vision. It's about empowering others to take ownership and contribute to the success of the business. Think about companies like Apple, Amazon, or even your favorite local restaurant. These businesses didn't become successful overnight. They grew because their owners focused on building strong foundations, scalable systems, and teams that could operate independently. They understood the importance of creating a brand and a customer experience that stands out in the market. They have systems in place that allow them to operate and generate revenue, regardless of whether the owner is there every second. This is the essence of building an empire. It's about creating something that can sustain itself, grow, and thrive even in your absence. It's about leveraging technology, automation, and efficient workflows to maximize productivity and profitability. That's the power of the business owner quadrant. It's a shift in mindset from being an employee or self-employed to becoming a true entrepreneur. It's about taking calculated risks, learning from failures, and continuously innovating to stay ahead of the competition. It's about being a leader who inspires and motivates others to achieve their best. You're creating something bigger than yourself, something that can potentially generate passive income and free you from the limitations of trading time for money. This means you can enjoy more freedom, pursue other passions, and even start new ventures. It's about achieving a balance between work and life, where your business supports your lifestyle rather than consuming it. This is where true financial freedom starts to take shape. By building a business that operates independently, you create opportunities for wealth generation and long-term financial security. It's about making smart investments, planning for the future, and ensuring that your business can withstand economic fluctuations. Ultimately, it's about leaving a legacy and making a lasting impact on your industry and community. Chapter 4. Investor putting your money to work for you. Finally, we arrive at the investor quadrant, the holy grail of the cash flow quadrant. This is where your money works for you, not the other way around. Instead of trading your time for a paycheck, you're leveraging assets to generate passive income. Think real estate investments, dividend-paying stocks, or even owning a piece of a successful business. The investor quadrant is about creating wealth through long-term strategic investments that appreciate over time, generating income while you sleep. Now, transitioning to the investor quadrant doesn't happen overnight. It requires financial education, careful planning, and a willingness to learn and adapt, but the rewards are well worth the effort. So there you have it, Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant, a roadmap to understanding the different paths to financial freedom. Remember, it's not about which quadrant is better, it's about finding the path that aligns with your goals and aspirations. If you're tired of the 9-to-5 grind, if you're ready to take control of your financial future, then it's time to start thinking differently. Educate yourself, explore your options, and take that first step towards the life you deserve.